Hey y'all, it's Space Dipper here, dipping some grizzly white coat wintergreen. As you can see, I'm wearing my stepdad's old military uniform from the Air Force. And I'm going to tell you something that really pisses me off is military imposters. I actually had one kid on Xbox who told me that he got into Marine combat training at the age of 12, which I call bullshit on that one. Because the legal age to join the military with parents' consent is 17. He told me all this shit that he went to a restaurant and used his ROTC uniform to get a military discount, and he said, I forgot what he said, but it was pretty sad that he had to do that just to get a fucking discount. To me, that's disrespectful for the troops, or to the troops, because you did not serve a day in your fucking life. So yeah. And he tried to get me to do it. He said, hey, being your stepdad was in the military, you should wear his uniform, go to a restaurant, tell him you're in the military so you can get a discount. I was like, no. Just, no, I'm not going to do that for the simple fact it's disrespectful and it's illegal. If y'all know about the Stolen Valor Act, y'all know the punishment that it comes with. To those who don't know anything about that, which probably don't care, the Stolen Valor Act can have a punishment of a federal misdemeanor, or if convicted, up to 6 months in federal prison. And if you say you have a Medal of Honor, you can serve up to a year in federal prison. So yeah. And I see a lot of military fakes every now and then. Mainly on Xbox, you get these little kids saying, oh yeah, I was a Marine, I was a Navy SEAL, I was an Army Green Beret. Well, bullshit. I can tell you're underage. I tell you guys, kids, they think if they say they're in the military that people will be afraid of them. No. Any adult knows that you cannot join the military at a younger age. You can get into ROTC or JROTC, which is Junior ROTC. But yeah. And by the way, that's what that kid was in. So yeah. And he tells me, and that kid tells me all this shit saying, oh yeah, I got to keep my cousin's K-bar for free and blah blah blah. And it's like, no you didn't. If your cousin does not return that K-bar, he will get a fee. He will get a fee of military property, and that is the government's property. That's why they want you to return all tactical gear, so the next person can get it. Because, face it, guys, the military budget cut and all that, they're not going to supply any more knives. And then he tells me he got to shoot a machine gun. Really? In the Marines? No. He told me all kinds of lies. He said that, I think it was Army Delta Force gets their training from the Marines. No, they have their own fighting style. Or their own training style. The Marines only train their own. So, I don't know where the fuck this kid gets all this information and whatnot. He tried telling me that the Navy SEALs wasn't actually a part of the Navy when I knew they were. Otherwise, they wouldn't be called the Navy SEALs. And then he wants to talk all kinds of shit about the Air Force and the Army and whatnot. Dude, if you did not know, the Air Force was the first ones to drop nukes. Everybody remember Pearl Harbor? I wasn't there, but I was told about it. I learned about it. I had one guy tell me that the Navy wasn't safe. And I was like, what did I say? Oh, fuck, I can't remember. It was something about World War II. Anyways, one guy mentioned, he said, hey, does anybody remember Pearl Harbor? Navy wasn't safe then, and it still isn't safe. Yeah, they may not be threats right now, but in the future there could be threats. So yeah. People who talk shit about all branches just makes me sick. and people who impersonate olive branches makes me sick. I'm not impersonating anybody. I cleared that up in the beginning of the video. This is my stepdad's uniform, and he did give me permission to wear it. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going to talk a little bit about this Dakota knife. I am going to try and use this as an everyday carry. Even though it was $12, or it is $12, or however you want to say it. But I am going to use this as a everyday carry, or a day-to-day carry, there we go, because I like carrying different knives every day. I wanted to say, I actually got a challenge from my mother. She works armed security, so she carries a 9mm pistol. And the Smith & Wesson 9mm is what she carries. And it's roughly the same weight as a Walther CP99 blowback BB gun. And she said, hey, why don't you carry a gun for 12 hours to see how you feel? So I was like, alright. To me, it was a challenge. She says it's not a challenge, but it's a challenge. So, went ahead and did it today. It started at 124, something like that. So this is what I'm carrying right here. Yeah, it's not a real gun, but it's the same weight as the Smith & Wesson 9, or Smith & Wesson 9mm. And it kind of looks like it too. I actually looked up pictures of that gun, and they're really similar and such. So yeah. But like I said, military imposters just need to learn, or I didn't say it, but military imposters need to learn some respect for the troops. They have no right in impersonating them, and no, I'm not impersonating a troop, or a soldier. Like I said, my stepdad gave me permission to wear this uniform, so I am A-okay with that. And I will tell people, hey, this is my stepdad's uniform. I've never served a day in my life, and I'm not going to pretend to be something that I am not, because I've never seen a day of combat. And I've said this in one of my other videos too. So yeah, guys, this is Basehead Dipper signing out.